I was just asking Jacob, um, not a lot of games in this time, like, you're spaced out with all the practices and stuff. I'm sure you've mapped it out, you've planned it out and all that stuff, but is it a little uncomfortable to just not be playing as much as usual?
Yeah, over the last 3 weeks for sure. I mean, there's no doubt, but it's going to catch up to every team, and the end of this month is busy, and then March is real busy, so it's going to catch up to everybody, and it'll pay off for us in the long run. But we got some big games coming up Thursday, and obviously divisional games, so that should bring the energy back up some.
So you haven't seen Washington since opening night, and you haven't seen Pittsburgh at all.
Mm-hmm.
So what is that like for you now in mid-season or late mid-season to kind of be looking at these teams with fresh eyes, I guess?
Yeah, no, it's going to be fun. I mean, like I said, they're very good, two very good hockey teams, and like you said, we haven't played them since the first game of the season, and Pittsburgh I haven't seen yet, so I'm looking forward to it. I mean, their team. Pittsburgh hasn't changed much. They got Crosby, they got Malkin, Letang, and all their great players, Gensel, so their teams, you get ready for them. But again, Washington, there's not a lot of difference. They're a veteran team that's real talented and good and strong, so it should be fun.
Do you feel like the offense is still getting back to clicking on all cylinders since you guys returned from the break?
Ours?
Yeah.
Good enough to win. That's about it. I mean, we're getting some chances. Again, I don't think we're playing our best game yet. It was a long break, and we found ways to play good enough to win hockey games. We played good shutdown hockey. We had good goaltending. So, it's nice to win those games too. But I think that we can bring more offense for sure.
It seemed like you guys were working on forecheck out there. Is that something you want to?
Yeah, no, it's like I said, we got lots of time to do different stuff in the forecheck and the D zone coverage. So, it's a couple of topics we covered today.
Did you switch around your forward line, which we've talked about
Yeah.
an awful lot this year because of lots of different reasons? For
Yeah.
now, are you just looking for a little bit more balance? Just
Yeah, a
something
little
along
more
those
balance, like, exactly, and yeah, that's basically what we do. I mean, it might change tomorrow morning. We sit in the coach's room too long and look at our board, but it's work in progress. And like I said, with Capo being out a little bit here, and you move things around, and I just wanted to make a change for tomorrow.
In your bottom six, you like what they've done defensively. Obviously, they haven't contributed a ton. Do you just need to see a little bit more consistency in terms of generating some stuff? Or
As long as they're getting chances and they haven't got enough, I mean, you'd like a little more, obviously. But again, in saying that, they're playing pretty good defensive hockey, and we haven't given up many goals in the last 3 games. So, damned if you do, damned if you don't. But like I said, it's hard to get upset about winning hockey games and 5 out of 6 points since the break. But again, we're coaches. We try and make the right choices and put your lines together. That's what we come up with today. I like the look of them, actually.
Like we talk about, not scoring a lot, but you touched on it. They've been low-scoring games. They've been close games recently. Are you seeing improvements defensively? Do you prefer, in some ways, those low-scoring games when you guys aren't giving up a lot of chances?
Yeah, no doubt. There's 100%. I mean, we were giving up a lot of chances early in the year, and way too many. And now I think we're seeing some results come from that. Not giving up as many chances, not giving many grade A chances, and we're getting better. So guys are competing and playing hard and getting better in the D zone, and that's a big part of it.
With the D zone coverage, your top 4 defensemen have been pretty much the same all season. I know you feel pretty good about the way Schneider's been playing.
Mm-hmm.
Do you right now feel really good about the continuity you've had there?
Yeah, I think it's great. I mean, the guys are battling, playing hard every game. I mean, again, the third pair has been, mix and match a little bit with different guys going in and out there. So, but I think they've all done a real good job, and it gives us lots of options, that's for sure.
Truba was just saying, and you talked about it a little bit recently, but Keandre, he said, is probably as confident as he's seen since he's been here. Are you noticing any subtleties in his game that are telling you that he's taking it up a level right now?
Just everything, I think. It's offensive plays, like him scoring that goal a couple of games ago. On the face-off play. I mean, he wouldn't have done that. He just feels more comfortable and more confident joining the rush and playing that game, and his defensive game's getting a lot better. So he's a young kid. I mean, you keep forgetting, what is he, 21? So he's playing good hockey for us.
With Hunt, you've had him with those guys off that line. What do you like about him, either with them or,
Well, when he's playing good, he creates energy. He's a good skater. He works hard. He forechecks well, and when things are going good for that line, and with him being there, that's what he does. And That's what I'm looking for from him, you know.
If he's on that line, is it okay for him to be on that line and do all those forecheck things and energy things and not score goals? I mean, is that if he's doing
As long as the
those
other two
things?
guys will score.
Right,
Yeah, no, 100%.
okay.
I don't care who really scores the goals, as long as, you know, they're a top line and they get their goals and they play their game, and that's what's important.
In recent weeks, as Chris Kreider was scoring more and more, did you notice other teams kind of changing and the way they played him?
No, I don't think they changed the play, Chris. I think they changed, you know, they put their top players against that line. You know, they put their defense best lines against Mika and Kreids and Laffy. You know, a lot of teams do that, and you know, sometimes it opens up room for the other line with Panarin and Stromer. You know, that line, but. I think a lot of teams, a lot of matchups, they go, you know, one of their top players are playing against one of those two lines for sure.
And he's taking advantage of that.
Who?
And Chris is taking advantage of whatever.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't think Chris or Mika look over there and seeing who they're playing against and worried about, you know. I mean, most of the time they're playing against the other team's best line, a skilled line too. So I don't think it's a lot of teams don't have a really shutdown line that they put against. Once in a while they do, some teams, but for the most part they're playing against, you know, the Marchand, Pasternak line, those type of lines.
You mentioned Lafreniere. He's had a nice little run here now with those guys. How is he looking in this little run you know, on the right side? We talked about him playing the right
Yeah,
side.
no, he's fine. He's fine. Everything's going good. I mean, again, he wants to score and put the puck in the back of the net, and it's not going in right now. But I like the way he's playing. I like the way he's getting chances every game, and he's playing a good game. So it's coming.